walk backwards. I'd walk backwards. But anyway, I just wanted to do my day 4. There's nice little flowers here in the alleyway. So, day 4. I think we started off our day with, it was a really good breakfast. They don't eat anything like we eat, of course. Either, there was no eggs. They did offer pancakes, but nobody really wanted the pancakes. And then they had vegetables and mushrooms and all the type of things. And they also had potatoes. And what else do they have? This is how pretty the pool is. I'll look on this side. Well, look, this is how the building is right now. It's like the Rock of Gibraltar over here. It's very pretty. You can see the pool. So what was I saying? So we had potatoes, and they had broccoli and cauliflower, and they had the yams that looks like a yuca, and they offered something like hot dogs that my husband decided that he didn't like them. It was more like Vienna sausage. So, so he ended up not eating those. Those flowers back there are so pretty. I love everything looking so tropical. Where is it? Can't see it. But anyway, and then there's palm trees behind me too. Palm trees, palm trees. What else do we have for breakfast? I don't know, it was very filling. They had beans, regular baked beans, and they had another thick brown bean. But they weren't seasoned the way that we season them as Americans, or as my father would, with like some fat back, molasses, and I don't know. So it just felt like it was just beans out of a can. But I still eat them because that's how I do. That's how I roll. And so yeah, breakfast was pretty filling. And then yesterday we had walked down a ways because I knew that the young guy who has a YouTube page called Mark Meets Africa, I think. I didn't know how close his building was. And so we walked down about maybe a half a mile and we couldn't find anything that might look like his building, so we came back. But today we were doing stuff on WhatsApp and we actually found a couple of people that were willing to meet us here at our hotel. And the building Mark Meets Africa was like right next door. Like he had a really nice building. And I guess one of the ladies who either volunteers or works part-time in his building, she let us in and we got a tour. So I did a little tour of that. And nice building. And he's only like maybe 22, 23 years old. I know he's no more than 25 years old. And he actually has done a lot of work around that building. So he had like 3 goats that I saw. He pulled up a lot of the brush and had trees growing up around his building, and he has maintenance men that live there and doing a lot for 22 years old, man, I tell you. So that was very impressive. And what else did I like? What else did we do today? So he didn't show up. I think that he was out of town, doing what he's doing, running his little business, his small business. And so while the 2 ladies met us there, one that volunteered and the other one, we call her, me and my memory here, Mama something. I'm not trying to figure you on purpose. Let's see. Let me think hard. It'll come back to me. But it was Lucille and Mama. And they met us and we got us the 3 trolley car. And we went around the corner to the bank after we toured the building. And that was interesting. So we had already Googled the bank. And it said it was supposed to be open between whatever time in the morning, like 8, 9 o'clock, whatever, 9. And that was supposed to close between 1 and 2. So I figured, if we get there before 1 o'clock, would be good. So my husband and my son and I got into the 3-wheeler thing. I can't think what it's called now. And they got into another one with 3 other people because we met another gentleman also whose name was Mr. Black, an older gentleman from Trinidad who had also come over from the States. And got to the bank, took these 2 little trolley things, and the bank was closed. So the good thing about that is that we were able to go to the ATM machine right outside the bank, but nobody around us could tell us why the bank was closed. It was just closed. So I'm glad that we were able to go to the ATM machine. So make sure, again, like if you come abroad, especially someplace like Africa, get your money um, in the um, in the airport. Yeah, there was something about putting your passport in the ATM machine upside down, and it was 5 o'clock in the morning when we got here, so we didn't do it. So having to take the little trolley thing to the bank and then get into the bank and having the bank be closed, we were like, oh my gosh. So, and then they only allow you to take out like $300,000, 300,000 Tshillings at a time. So you definitely have to be organized about that, or else it's going to be, trying to get around and not having any money. You don't want to give up. So the weird thing was that when you try and exchange the money, if you have $100 bill, they want to give you more money for the $100 bill. But if you only have 20s, they want to give you less. So like I think I told you that last night. He wanted to give us like $1,900 for a $100 bill, which would have been like 120 Tshillings. I don't know. It gets kind of confusing, but I'm like, there's no way we're gonna, you know, just take the money that he's going to give us when we can just wait till the morning like we did and go on to the bank ourselves. And so it kind of worked out. I really don't know the exact exchange that the bank gave us, but I know it was higher than what the manager was going to give this hotel. So we did that, and then we walked around to something called the Shoppers, and that was just like a regular shopping store. My husband got razors for his razor because when you left JFK, he had a beautiful razor, that shaving razor that my daughter gave him, and he ended up having to take the razor out of it, and she threw the razors away at JFK. So if you think you're gonna fly abroad again, make sure that razor gets put into your suitcase and not in your bag, your carry-on bag, because it will stop you. He also had a little bit of olive oil, not olive oil, coconut oil that we put in our hair and put on our skin, and that got taken out of his suitcase. And what else was it? They had he had some gel that he puts on his hair. That gel got thrown away also. So if you have some really expensive products, if it's not less than, if it's not 3% or 3 ounces or less, it will be thrown away in the trash. So you might as well get that right before you leave. And what else did I want to say? So that was interesting. So we got our money, and then we thought we were not going to do this, but the Americans that we were, and we were hungry, it was lunchtime, we went to Pizza Hut. I forgot to take a picture of the outside of Pizza Hut. I'm sure that we'll be driving by there again, so I can do that. But the pizza, now when we ate it in the restaurant, it seemed like we had to wait for the yeast to rise. But when we did it today, Pizza Hut has that system down, because them pizzas was on and popping, and it was out less than, it was a very short wait time. So we had the pizza. They have something called my box. So you got a little individual pizza, and you can pick like from 5 different sides to go in there, either chicken, French fries, cheese sticks, some other stuff. So that was kind of cool. And then we drink water. My son was so dehydrated. We had to go to that supermarket after we left. Before we went to, I'm getting all mixed up. Sorry, I'm late. So before we went to Pizza Hut, we went to that shopping store, and my husband got razors. We got like 3 bottles of water, which my son, we bought it and he drank it right there because he was getting dehydrated. And what else did we buy from there? I was gonna get some cinnamon and some cayenne pepper, which I should have just bought in my luggage, but I didn't. But I figure I'll just wait. I'll wait. When I go to visit some people tomorrow, they said that they'll give me, Mama Sherelle, that's her name, that she would give me a cinnamon stick, and I can just, whatever drink I decide to make in my room, like pineapple and ginger, you can put a little bit of cinnamon in there. It's supposed to be really good for you. So we've been, for the most part, eating healthy. I love that you can have a nice smoothie or shake, or like a lime drink with mint, or a lemon drink with mint and ginger. Lots of all these things are just seem like it comes right out the blender to me, but of course, just it does taste good, and even kind of foamy. So then we came home after that ride. Like I said, Pizza Hut, and a lot of walking. So that's the one good thing I was looking forward to, is getting a lot of walking, some steps in. Although my Fitbit has been acting up, I think I'm gonna have to It still shows time in the United States right now, which is 3:46 in the afternoon on the 14th in the States. And then that makes it like 10 o'clock or something like that here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10:46, so 10:47, 10:30. Yeah, because my phone is right, but my watch is wrong. And it didn't sync and change itself once we got into Africa. Like my husband's watch changed and my son's watch changed. Mine didn't. So, so then we came back, of course, after all that walking and the heat and the shopping. Came home, took a shower, and took a nap. And then we got up and we walked over to the beach. And we had dinner here also again. So that was good. I'm loving the feta salad. It's kind of late because it's not as hot as we expected, but you don't want to eat something really, really heavy. I know I didn't want to. And we also celebrated with my son turning 17. Um, yeah. So, oh, the internet, the internet and the electricity must have gone down at least 5 times. I mean, but they do have a backup generator. So it's just that we were trying to do some things online and the laptop wouldn't work. So that was interesting. But when that happens, you know what? It's just slow down, talk to the people that you love, or take a nap. And that's kind of what we did. So it's a nice breeze out here right now. Just wanted to fill you guys in on day 4. And stay tuned for day 5, which is tomorrow. All right. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful day. Peace and blessings until next time. All right. Oh, I forgot to see who I am. Nubian Queen of Nubian Queen Nation. All right. Peace and blessings, guys.